Just a while ago, Queen Adaba and I gave you some insights into what some people now refer to as a one-party state that is, according to, by their own assessment, being created in Nigeria. Of course, even non-partisan individuals in this country have expressed concerns over the possibility of having a one-party state and what that would mean in practical terms for this country. But the question is, what are the factors, all right, that point towards the possibility or even the existence of a one-party state? Is Nigeria actually becoming a one-party state, or are there people who are up to some mischief now trying to sell that narrative to achieve some sinister objective? I'm joined by someone who is not only a stern supporter of President Bola Tinubu, but is also a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, the ruling APC, as well as a businessman, Chief Chibuna Ubawike. It's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
Thank you.
So let's begin with opposition. Your party had symbols as of the coin, like they said. When you look at the way the ACN or even the AC played the role of opposition, of course, the incumbent president was Lagos State Governor back in those days, vis-a-vis the way the opposition parties now, whether it's the PDP, LP, NNPP, or what have you, are playing it. What do you say is basically the difference?
The difference is that there is an absence of constructive opposition. Constructive opposition. When ACN played opposition, they always provided, an alternative, a credible alternative to any policy they opposed. And when APC came to power, they provided a credible alternative or solution to policies they felt were not, for the betterment of Nigerians. But in this case, what we are witnessing now is abuses, insults, name calling. That is not opposition. So there is the absence of constructive opposition in our body politic today.
It still appears too that politicians, whether in your party or other parties, are yet to have a hang of what ideally an effective, healthy, forward-looking opposition should be. What should be those elements essentially?
Like I said, just one basic element.
Constructive.
Be constructive. Not be we are opposing the government for positions and calling somebody name, abusing the person, insulting the person. That is not opposition. You go into your room, you manufacture lies and churn it out and you say it is opposition. No. When government gives up, for you to oppose, there is a policy or program of government that you feel is not for the good of the populace. So that policy or program, you provide a better alternative to that policy or program of government. That this thing, you keep this cup here, that it should better have been kept here. Look at what you say should have been kept here instead of keeping it here. That is what we call constructive opposition. But not talking, say lies, propaganda. Everything government says is not good in your eyes. Now bring that to your own, let us see what we mean, how we should have done better. You are not doing it.
In a country where somebody sleeps a member of party A and wakes up a member of party B, for example, how do we have this kind of discussion about opposition that should be constructive?
In the partisan politics, especially the one we play in Nigeria, it is anchored or predicated on interest.
Personal interest.
Either personal or that of your constituent. But what Nigerians, mostly play in Africa here, for example, is the interest of the individual politician, then the interest of the populace. When you feel your interest is not protected in a party, nothing prevents you from leaving that party and go to where you feel your interest will be protected. That is what is happening. And in Nigeria, we have not developed to the level of having ideological political parties, because all the political parties existing now evolve from either a PDP or NNPP or AD, AC, as the case may be. All of them. And if you can recall, the late Chibolige said he drafted the constitution and manifestos of PDP, APP, 20, how the case may be, in 1998 that gave birth to the political parties in 1999.
That looks like, blessed memory, Bola Ige was consulting for these political parties because he couldn't have been members of all these parties at the same time.
We were called upon by the head of state, to come and put up a constitution for the formation of political parties and the manifestos. And Chief Bola Ige came out to say he drafted the manifestos and the constitutions of those various parties. And the present political parties we have today evolve from those parties. So there is no distinction of ideological difference. It is where your interest is. The party that you know will protect your interest better, that is where you will go.
So the idea of one drafting multiple constitutions for several political parties, wasn't that an aberration?
It was because as at that time we are transiting from a military regime to a civilian rule, and they wouldn't want the military. We are determined to hand over to civilians, and they wouldn't want anything to rock the boat. So they wanted a cohesive political system that they would bequeath power to, so that things from there now will begin to evolve our political system in this Fourth Republic. That was what happened. There have been amendments in the manifestos and constitutions of various political parties to suit what they feel their program should be and how they feel it should, work for Nigerians. But we have not seen distinct ideological differences in the parties. It is interest that matters. And then some of the manifestos now have been amended to suit what the party intends to carry out. So when you look at where you are and they are not serving your interest, and you feel the other place will serve your interest better and interest of your constituents, nothing prevents you from jumping boat. That's what we say in the parliament, say cross-carpeting. It is in the parliament that the phrase was called cross-carpeting from here to there. So but in the general, you move from your party to become to the other
defection now.
Thank you.
You see, it is quite interesting. As it stands today, your party also has its own internal issues. But let's talk about those who now say that Nigeria is fast becoming a one-party state. And they think that your party as the culprit in all of this. So how would you react? In your capacity as a member of the APC, not on behalf of the party.
See, there is nothing to show that Nigeria is drifting towards a one-party state. What we have is politicians who relish in the arrogance of political deceit. When they lose out of our equation, they begin to say everything that they like, to earn the confidence or the sympathy of the electorates. You ask yourself, this person saying this thing, 5-10 years ago, where was he? Was he not part and parcel of the system? Was he not part and parcel of the people that bequeathed this system we are in today? What has changed? What has he done differently? It is born out of selfishness and out of loss of political patronage and power that gives rise to what this statement you see that Nigeria is tending toward a one-party state and my party is responsible. No. In Igbo language they said, only big that the person carrying pamphlets is the person that the goat follows. I grew up in the village. I believe you grew up in the village too.
Well, I didn't have much of that for
Thank you. When you carry a pamphlet and you're coming from farm, goats, they'll start running after you. Politics, partisan politics will play is about patronage. The party you feel will protect your interests and give you the patronage you need, so you will dispense good governance to your people, to your constituents, is where you go. It is not one party state. Nigeria is too big to run a one party system. Nigeria is too big. It's not possible.
As it stands today, for example, I mean, we have heard some allegations of your party trying to induce all these other political parties. I'm sure you also followed one of the most recent ones where your party was said to have doled out some 50 million to certain chieftains of some political parties. How did you receive that news?
It's propaganda. It's balderdash. See in window. It doesn't hold water. It's just an allegation. Somebody says he will call it a favor of people. It is not true. Absolute balderdash. Absolute innuendo. It doesn't hold water.
A little over a decade ago, ACN as it was merged with a few other political parties, which obviously gave birth to the APC we have today. And now there are insinuations that some other political parties are beginning to shake hands, and all of these geared towards some amalgamation in light of 2027 general election. What are the concerns your party, from what you know as an insider, has in terms of how this might, if you like, shape the outcome of the election in 2027?
The outcome of the election 2027 will be very, very smooth for my party. Yes, there's going to be, it's not going to be a smooth sail or a smooth ride, but we are going to come out victorious. And as we prepare towards 2027, I keep saying it, there is going to be alignment and realignment of forces. Even political parties, among political parties, there's going to be a realignment. People will leave one party A and go to party B. People will leave party B and come to party C. And it will make it sweeter and merrier. My party is prepared for the election, and they are working very hard to make sure that we retain the power by doing what is right and what is legal.
You see, that's the interesting part. You just used the term a while ago that the outcome will be sweet for the party in 2027, but that doesn't seem to be the case now, because up north we have very vocal individuals, even within your party, who are now saying that, well, second term is not guaranteed for President Bola Tinubu, who happens to be the incumbent president. But even at that, I know someone like you and many other chieftains of your party will say, well, that's a call that only Nigerians can make. But you and I can't sit here and pretend that these elements, these personalities don't matter when it comes to how elections are determined, at least in this region of the country.
Now, let me tell you something. I wouldn't want to say this before, but I will say it now. The vocal minority do not determine the outcome of any election, especially the least. On the day of election, most of them do not go to cast their votes. They do not vote. They will sit in the comfort of their homes, dishing out instructions and things like that. And at times, they are bereft of the reality on the ground. They continue to live in the how do I put it? That notion that they call the shot. It is not like that. Let me give you this analysis. What made 2023 election, and what made my party and my president, not to win with, a very wide margin, was the campaign of Muslim, Christian against my president. But the whole scenario has changed. The Christians in Taraba will vote for my president. The Christians in Jos Plateau will vote for my president. The Christians in Borno, Adamawa, Gombe, all of them will vote for my president. In Kaduna, because they are saying that the Muslim ticket did not affect them. Instead, now it gave them more freedom to practice their religion as against what it was, prior to 2023 election. After the election, they have seen the truth. Most of the people that left my party because of the Muslim ticket are back, because they've seen that the policies and programs of Mr. President is geared towards the betterment of Nigeria, is geared towards correcting the wrongs that has been visited on Nigeria over the years, and they are happy for it. So let's watch 2027 as it comes. I am confident. It will not be easy, but we are going to coast to victory. The election dynamics has changed. No matter how they gang up against my party and Mr. President, we are going to win. We are working as well. As they are doing this, we are doing our own. We are mobilizing.
I mean, you look at Nasir El-Rufai, the past governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. You look at someone like Dr. David Babachir-Lawal, former SGF under Buhari. You look at people like Lukman, former vice chairman, Zono, in your party. You look at Dogara, for example, former Speaker House of Reps. I mean, these are, we don't use the word powerful, but they have their own measure of influence in their own areas. Are you saying we should wave them off with the left hand?
And because Dogara is with us now. If you see that Dogara is supporting the programs and policies of the government that is pro people, that is pro.
Is that significant to your party?
Dogara will work for us. His Excellency Dogara will work for us. Look at what happened in Kaduna. That was last week. The caliber of politicians that defected to our party. These were people that were alienated from the party, and all these people have followers. They are back to our party. So the things that worked against us in the 2023 election was the Muslim ticket propaganda. The equation has changed. The dynamics have changed. We are going to win our election. Now let me go to the other individuals you mentioned. Babachir, did he win his polling unit? He couldn't win his polling unit. When people come to the television, they will just make it because they have had opportunity to hold a national position. So the people now feel that they are on the ground. Most of those big names are not on the ground. They don't even go their polling units. I am a grassroots person. I am a grassroots mobilizer. I'm the national coordinator of all these APC, NOSA progressives. I am a grassroots mobilizer. I know what I'm talking about. Most of those big names do not win election. They don't win their polling units. We will beat them hands down in their polling units and in their local governments. You will see what will happen.
So you're saying if people like El Rufai, who from what we see now, pictures and videos and all of the rhetorics are beginning to shake hands with opposition elements, including the SDP, for example, were to cross to the other side, whatever that means, it will not bother your party.
No individual is indispensable in any political setting. No individual. Because as you are going, others are coming. And remember, if you are talking the case of Rufai, he has not said he's leaving our party, but if he leaves, so be it. We have a government in Kaduna State, and the governor is doing excellently well. And he has to see the caliber of people that they come to our party in Kaduna State. Do you know those who don't have followers? They don't have electoral value? Most of the people that make the most noises on television do not have electoral value. They don't win their polling units, not to talk about their awards. We saw it play out, we have seen it severally, and we saw it play out in the 2023 election. We mobilize, it is the grassroots, the popular, the electorates at the grassroots are the ones that matters. Those are the ones we focus our attention on to make sure we get the votes. And those are the people government is carrying out these reforms to make sure that it betters the loss of the common man. It is the common man that comes out to vote, not the elites. Elite will only come to television and make noise, instigate confusion so that they will feed fat from the confusion. Poison the hearts of the fellow elites, and many of the rural electorates go to television to watch what they are saying. But we carry the good news, the mobilization, to them, to those at the grassroots, and we win their confidence, and they are seeing, they are enjoying, they are seeing what we are doing, bettering their lots. 2027 years is going to be tough. There will be an amalgamation of serious conspiracy. But we are going to dismantle that amalgamation. We are going to win the election. Our work will speak for us. Like lawyers say, res ipsa loquitur.
There are members of your party, I mean, those who are still very much in your party, they've not moved. In fact, they've not even shown signs of moving. However, they have consistently for several months expressed their own concerns, some of those concerns very grave and salient, about the state of the economy and overall well-being or welfare of Nigerians and all of that. Do those concerns really, I mean, does your party find those concerns palpable?
The economy is doing well now, and there are going to be more improvements as we progress towards 2027. We have said it time and again that change, any drastic change in government or in one's life comes with pain. No change, no positive change comes like that. It must come with pain. And when you endure the pain, you enjoy the gain. There are going to be more improvements as we progress towards 2027. Those that have raised issues now, yes, those issues will be addressed before the election, I assure you.
We're going to take a quick break now, everyone. Quite an interesting conversation about the theory of one party state in Nigeria. I've been speaking with Chief Chibuna Ubawike, who has been taking our time to explain what the dynamics are, particularly from the standpoint of somebody who is an insider. When we return from this break, we'll look at a few other issues, including whether or not Nigeria needs more political parties, and then we'll talk about some governors who some people now say are likely, 7 governors cross over to the APC in light of the 2027 general election. All of that coming shortly at the flip side of this break. Do stay with us. So, Chief, when you look at Nigeria today, I know, yes, of course, your first interest as far as political parties are concerned is yours, the APC. But if you were to speak as a true Nigerian who's patriotic, given what you know about Nigeria today, would you say this country needs more political parties? Because there's the call now for registration of more parties as we move towards the 2027 election.
Like I said, I am a true Nigerian, a genuinely patriotic Nigerian. That is why I'm a member of APC. That's why I support the government and these policies that I know have direct bearing on Nigeria and Nigerians, that will propel us to, catapult us to economic progress and development. The constitution allows Nigerians to, form political parties. But what we ask, those that are forming the new parties, are they forming it out of genuine patriotism or out of the fact that I want to be known? I am the chairman of this party, this, that. If genuine patriotism, and care and concern for the development and progress of Nigeria is the issue, we have more than enough parties. You can put yourself in one of the parties, because you will not say that all the parties exist. No one has provision that catches your interest
or that aligns with your
conviction. So why not, get yourself registered in any of those parties? You can try, if you are a man of political quality and quantity. You can discuss with the leadership of that party. If you change some changes that will accommodate your interest, it is allowed in partisan politics. But instead of forming more parties, that just to promote and propagate selfish and personal interest. I don't support the formation of more parties, but so long as the constitution allows the formation of many political parties, individuals are at liberty so long as they meet the requirement to form political parties. But to me, it is not born out of genuine patriotism and desire to develop Nigeria or protect the interests of Nigerians.
There are people who believe that your party is working very vehemently to get some sitting governors into its fold. And they say, for whatever reason, that some of these governors will be the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuba Soludo, and they say another one is His Excellency Sheriff Oborewori of Delta State, for instance. I mean, Delta State is a legacy PDP state, as I would say. Of course, ABGA has held sway in Anambra since 1999. If there's any fact or truth in these insinuations, how does your party intend to pull that off? I mean, these are, governors who won elections on the platforms of two different parties.
If the governors find that it is in my party that their interests will be protected, that their policies and programs that will touch the lives of their states will be protected and better implemented, and they want to come to my party, they are welcome. For now, it is still in the realm of propositions, conjectures, and assumptions and allegations until we see it happen. But if they feel in their wisdom that it is in my party, they will be able to dispense good governance to their people. They are welcome.
All right, Chief, I think this is where we're leaving this conversation this morning. I would like to say a big thank you to you for shedding light on these issues. Nigeria continues to evolve, no doubt about that, including the political parties themselves. But one thing we do know for a fact is, until we get it right within the leadership structure of these political parties, especially the frontline ones, including the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC, it means it's just going to be a long walk to freedom for Nigeria's socio-economic and political development. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, Queen Agaba and I will talk about some one-chance related issues and how they are also evolving on that front as well. All of that coming shortly. Stay with us.